Hello students, in our today's lecture we are going to solve numerical which is based on compact heat exchanger. In our previous two lecture, in first lecture we have discussed about introduction of compact heat exchanger, where compact heat exchangers are used, and effect of fouling and effect of attaching extra surfaces on the compact heat exchanger which give additional thermal resistance. In our second lecture we have discussed about the pressure drop in a compact heat exchanger and the equations for the pressure drop in a tube fin heat exchanger and plate fin heat exchanger. Now in this lecture, by using that graph and the equation of pressure drop, we can solve numerical which is based on compact heat exchanger. So let's start with the first numerical. Air at 1 atmospheric pressure and 400 Kelvin and with velocity of 10 meter per second flow across the compact heat exchanger. Matrix having sigma, so that the ratio of minimum area to the frontal area which is 0.534 and the hydraulic diameter which is 0.3633 centimeter. Calculate the heat transfer coefficient H and the frictional pressure drop for the air side. The length of the matrix is 0.6 meter. Using the flow properties, density like 0.8825 kg per meter cube, viscosity 2.29 into 10 raised to minus 5 kg per meter second, specific heat 1013 joule per kg Kelvin, Prandtl number 0.719. So these are the data which is already going to given in the paper based on the temperature. So for 400 Kelvin, these are the properties which is already mentioned in the question. So, and this is the graph which is given with the data to find out the value of frictional factor F and to find out the value of H by using this relation. So our first step is to find out the value of this Reynolds number. So to find out the value of this equation, we want to find out value of G. The value of dH and mu is already given in the question. So the value of G can be find out by using this equation which we have just discussed in our previous lecture, that G, flux velocity, which is rho into U infinite A frontal divided by A minimum. So we have the value of this A frontal area divided by A minimum, which is 0.534 A minimum divided by A frontal, which is denoted by sigma. Now putting the value, we have this value of density which is 0.8825 into velocity which is 10 meter per second. So U infinite is equal to 10. And this sigma is 0.534. So solving this value, we will get value of G, which is 16.53 kg per meter square into second. Now, by using this value of G, we can find out value of Reynolds number which is GD upon mu. Putting the value of G, DH is our 0.3633 hydraulic diameter and the value of viscosity which is 2.29 into 10 raised to minus 5 kg per meter second. Solving this value, we will get Reynolds number as 2622. So 2622 into 10 raised to minus 3. So that for 2.622, now from this graph, for the Reynolds number of 2622 into 10 raised to minus 3, so that 2.622. So 2.622 is going to somewhere here, okay. So if we move upwards and intersect this line, so we will get the value like 0.0071. So this is the value 0.771 for this relation. So that H by GCP into Prandtl number, this is mu Cp by K, so that the Prandtl is 2 by 3, which is 0.0071. Okay, so this is how we are going to identify the value from the Reynolds number by using this graph for this configuration, which is already provided in with the data. This graph is going to provided with this data. So from this graph, you can easily find out the value of this relation from the Reynolds number. So first step is to find out the value of Reynolds number from the given data. Then by using graph from the value of Reynolds number, you can easily find out the value of this relation, Stanton number into Prandtl number, which is 0.0071. Now, in this equation, we know only H is unknown. Prandtl number is already given in data, which is 0.719. We know the value of G. We know the value of specific heat Cp. So by putting the value, we will get the value of H, which is 148.1 watt per meter square Kelvin. Now the second task is to find out the pressure drop. So for the pressure drop, we required the value of F. Again, from the figure, the Reynolds number 2.6 into So for 2.6, so this is our straight line. When this intersect this line, it will provide you the value of f, which is going to be 0.025 or 26 or something. Yes, 0.025. This is the value of frictional factor f. Now we can use this equation, putting the value of this f, g, density AT by A minimum in this equation. We know that the AT by A minimum is 4L into DH. We know the value of length, matrix length, which is given 0.6 meter. Hydraulic diameter is also given. So putting the value of AT by A minimum, G and density of A in this equation, we will get the final answer of delta P, which is the pressure drop, which is 2556 Pascal. This is the pressure drop. Okay. Now the second numerical, air with the velocity of 20 meter per second. This is the velocity u infinite. Flow across the compact heat exchanger matrix having configuration surface 11.320737 SR. This is the graph. From this graph you have to choose this line, 11.32. Yes, this is the line for the particular configuration which mentioned in question. Calculate the heat transfer coefficient so that the value of H and the frictional pressure drop so that the delta P. Length of the matrix is 0.8 meter. Okay, take this, this is the data of the hydraulic diameter, sigma, which is the ratio of the minimum aerial to the frontal area. This is the density, specific heat, viscosity and the Prandtl number. So our first step is to find out the Reynolds number, so that for the Reynolds number we required value of G. So for G we have this equation. In this equation, this is the value of rho which is given in question, which is 1.41. The velocity, which is 20 meter per second, so u infinite is 20. The value of sigma, which is the ratio, is 0.78, a minimum to the a frontal. From that we will get value of G, 36.15 kg per meter square second. Now from this value we can easily find out the value of Reynolds number by GD by mu. This is the hydraulic diameter. The value of hydraulic diameter is already given in question, which is 0.34 centimeter. Mu, value of viscosity, is also mentioned, 2.69 into 10 raised to minus 5. Putting the value in this equation, we will get Reynolds number as 4615. So now 4615 into 10 raised to minus 3. So that 4.615. So 4.615 is nearly here. Okay, 4.615 is nearly here. We have to intersect this line for our particular configuration, so that for 11.3 to this line, if we draw a straight line here, we will get a value of this relation, which is 0.00 something 58. So this is the value which we have derived from the graph. Now in this equation we know the value of Prandtl number, value of G and Cp. So from this equation we will get value of H, which is 278.7 watt per meter square Kelvin. This is the value of our heat transfer coefficient. Value of our heat transfer coefficient. Now we want to find out the frictional pressure drop, so that the value of delta P. Now for the value of delta P, this is our equation. In this equation we know the value of G, the value of F is going to be find out from the graph, from the value of Reynolds. AT by A minimum, which is derived from 4 into L upon DH. The value of L is 0.8 and the DH is 0.34. So by putting the value in this equation, we will get AT by A minimum as 932. Now first find out value of F. So for Reynolds number 4.615, so that something here 4.615, the F for this configuration 11.32, it would be 0.023 something. Yes, F would be 0.023. The ratio of densities is nearly going to be 1 for the same temperature. So putting the values of all the data in this equation, we will get delta P, which is 9934 Newton per meter square. Now the last numerical, air enters the core of the fin tube heat exchanger of the type shown in figure. This is the figure at 1 atm and 30 degrees Celsius. The air flows at the rate of 1500 degree kg per hour perpendicular to the tubes and exit with the mean temperature of 100 degrees Celsius. So this is the inlet temperature and outlet temperature. The core is 0.5 meter long with a 0.25 meter square frontal area. Calculate the total pressure drop between the air inlet and outlet and the average heat transfer coefficient on the air side. The hydraulic diameter is 0.443 and the sigma, the ratio of minimum to the frontal area, is 0.494. Okay. So from the table we can get the values from the air properties. We can easily find out for the temperature what would be the area of what would be the density for the inlet temperature. So that for 30 degree it would be 1.1 sub-77. For outlet, so that for 100 it would be 0.954 kg per meter cube. Now also the remaining data for the mean temperature, so that 100 plus 30 inlet plus outlet divided by 2. So that for 65 degrees Celsius from the table we will get all this value: Prandtl number, density, specific heat, and the viscosity. So these are the value which is taken from the table at 65 degrees Celsius at the mean temperature. Our first step is to find out the value of Reynolds number. So for the Reynolds number, we need to find out the value of this AT by A minimum. We know that the AT by A minimum is 4L by DH, where L is the length of the matrix, which is given as a 0.5 meter, and the DH is hydraulic diameter. So this is the ratio of AF by A minimum, which is the frontal area to minimum area. So AF by A minimum is 451.5. So from AF by A minimum, now we have the value of frontal area, which is 0.25 meters square. So putting the value of AF in this equation, we will get A minimum is equal to sigma into AF. We know the value of a sigma, which is a 0.494 here, 0.494 into frontal area, which is 0.25. So that the value of A minimum area for the flow passage, which is 0.124 meters square. Now from the value of A minimum, we can easily find out the value of G, which is mass flow rate divided by A minimum. We have mass flow rate, which is 1500 kg per hour, so dividing by 3600 for converting into second, into A minimum 0.124, we will get the value of G, which is 3.36. Now by using value of G, we can easily find out value of Reynolds number, which is GD by mu. We have value of hydraulic diameter 0.443, as well as viscosity from the table, so that 2.04 into 10 to minus 1. So our Reynolds number would be 729. So for 729 into 10 to minus 3, for 0.7, we can easily find out the value of this relation. So for 0.7, so that something here, okay, 0.7 is here. When it is going to intersect these two lines, first for the frictional, we can find out the frictional value 0.057. So for 0.057, now we can use this equation to find out the pressure drop. Putting the value, we have the value of G, which is 3.36 square divided by 2 into this is the inlet density from the table, value of F. We know this, the value of this ratio F by A minimum. Both the densities, value of sigma is also given. So by putting all the data in this equation, we will get the value of pressure drop, which is 141.3 Newton per meter square. Now again from the table for this Reynolds number, we can get the value of this relation, which is going to be 0.016 or 17. Now in this equation only H is unknown. So by putting all the other value, we will get the value of H, which is 70 watt per meter square Kelvin. So this is how, by using graph, we can easily find out the value of frictional factor and the relation between Prandtl and Prandtl. So this is how we are going to solve the numerical, which is based on the compact heat exchanger. And that's it for today. Thank you so much.